Hey, hey, looks like we're live. Let's just see who hops into the room. We're making veggie burgers tonight. I want to say I'm sorry for the last minute scheduling. I thought I had this one all scheduled. I got a bunch of them scheduled. I just somehow missed this one. But come on in. We're making veggie burgers. Some of them are vegan, some of them aren't, but it wouldn't be hard to make them all vegan if that's what you're looking for. But definitely they're all vegetarian. Christina Whitaker, thank you. Thank you for being my first one in. You're the best. Carla, I'm so happy to see you guys. Thank you all. I apologize for the last minute scheduling. I thought I had it all scheduled up, but clearly I missed it. Rosemary, you made it. Awesome. So nice talking to you on the phone today. Sharon, great to talk to you. Michelle, Nancy, so nice to talk to all of you. It was fabulous. Joan, so great to speak to you. It's Sunday night. I love Sunday nights because it's my chance to kind of prep and get things ready. And tonight I kind of have a question for all of you. While you're on and I start cooking, you can leave me notes on this. But I had a particularly bad run with my delivered groceries today. And if, for anyone who's been following the saga, we're a week from my mom getting her second vaccination, and we've been trying to keep a pretty protective bubble around her until she's got that, because she's got some immune system weaknesses that we want to take care of. So we've been almost 100% dependent on delivered groceries, and I am not complaining. I love my delivered groceries. I love the Amazon workers who make it happen, the Whole Food workers who make it happen. I'm a huge fan, but sometimes, and I have a feeling it's because other areas got hit so hard and because of the snow in areas where some of our food was coming from. But I got a ton of swap outs today. So when my groceries got here at 3 o'clock, I had to remake 3 different recipes, and they look very little like what I had originally planned. It's been an interesting day in the Food 2.5 kitchen. So my question is this, and this was a long way of getting at it. I have the original recipes all typed up. What I would love to do is leave the original recipes intact and then just tell you guys what the swap outs are that I did. And maybe if 1 or 2 of you in the audience could put notes up on the board as to what I'm swapping out, then I'll try and go back and add them into the recipes. But I just wanted to make sure that was okay with everyone. I could either spend a lot of time reworking all the recipes to exactly the way I made them today, or I can give you ones that I know work, and then I can give you all the swap outs that I did. Is that all right with everyone? I'm going to go with option 2 unless somebody feels very strongly that I should rework every recipe. But wait till you see what I've got. All right, I have some more hellos. Hey, Lisa Jones. Oh my gosh, how are you? I so owe you a phone call. I've been a very, very bad friend. Hey, Linda, nice to see you. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Ying. Hi, Rachel. Oh gosh, so great to see all of you. All right, so Sunday night we have, because this week we did the beef versus impossible meat comparison, I thought I would give you 2 different things. One is a way to put, which was Thursday, a way to put just a little bit of protein into a meal, but feel like you had a lot more. So if you were on that scale heading towards vegetarian, whether you make it all the way to vegetarian or not is really irrelevant. But if you're trying to move along that spectrum, there's lots of great ways to build some protein, animal protein essence into a meal without having a big piece of meat on your plate. Remember, we made those great meatballs that were half vegetarian. We used great chicken stock in our soup, which, by the way, that soup was gone that night. That was the big winner of that evening. And then I thought the next would be, since there's sort of this world of burger options beyond animal protein, there's kind of the impossible meat stuff, but there's all these great vegetarian burgers. I mean, there's billions of them out there, and I have several that I like to make. The first one, and I'm laughing because I'm like, do I present the one I was going to make, or do I present the one that I'm going to make now because I had to swap out so many ingredients? So the first one I was going to make was a roasted beef, goat cheese, and brown rice burger. I got radishes instead of beets. I got some sweet potatoes, so I'm going to put those in. I got navy beans instead of white beans. I got this crappy, I'm sorry, I'm just going to call it that, this crappy curly parsley, you know, the kind that you put on a plate as a garnish, but you don't actually eat. I hate this stuff. So I swapped the parsley in this recipe to spinach. So I had to kind of make it almost all the way done to make sure that I could make this work. So let me show you the first bowl. This is the first mash, and I'm going to tell you exactly what's in this. Let's see. Oh, hey, Michelle. Nice to see you. Hey, Valerie. Hey, Ashley. Nice to see you guys. John Clark. So nice to see you as well. Rhonda. So nice to see you. So yeah, this should have been roasted beets. Instead, what I did was roast sweet potatoes. I got the craziest thing. So I got, you know, about a pound and some change of cubed sweet potatoes that had the skins all taken off, and then I got one medium sweet potato with the skin on. Why I got that combination, I have no idea. I personally like to roast sweet potatoes. I like to roast anything with the skins on because I think it kind of protects it a little bit and keeps them moist. But I had them all cubed up, so I took the cubed sweet potatoes. I cubed the last one that came whole, drizzled it with olive oil, put sea salt on it, and threw it in the oven. And the cubes were in there because remember, the cubes are smaller than a whole sweet potato, so it didn't take very long. 425, and it was about, I would say about 30 minutes. And they came out. You don't want them burnt crispy. Like I like them super crispy if I'm just going to eat them off the plate like a French fry. But for a mash like this, you want them cooked and soft. You want them to start to develop their sugars, but you don't want them like blackened. Okay, so I took sweet potatoes, put those into the food processor, put those in the food processor with a couple handfuls of spinach, a can that was drained of navy beans. It was supposed to be white beans. White beans are a little softer, a little less flavorful, so they can be kind of on the background. But these navy beans are not bad. They're going to give it nice body. It's not low sodium, so I took and spent a fair amount of time rinsing, draining, rinsing again, draining. I washed these bad boys to make sure that they didn't put anything we didn't want in the burger. And then I put in a couple ounces of an herbed goat cheese that I had in the fridge. Who knows what actual herbs are in there, but it was one that I had because nothing came in my grocery run. I put one egg. So for my vegans in the group, well, there's cheese and egg in this one. So you would need to pull both of those out. If I were doing this and I wanted to do it completely vegan, I would put more beans in. I would leave the cheese out, or I might swap in the tofu ricotta, a little bit of that to give this body. I honestly don't think this is, when we're done with this, is going to need the egg. It's got the egg in it, but I think it would be just fine, egg or no egg. Okay, so you have no choice. So all of that, and then a squeeze of lemon juice, or like half a lemon, salt and pepper, food processor, done. So these are sweet potatoes, goat cheese, spinach, white beans, or in this case, navy beans, salt and pepper, lemon juice. Really, really pretty simple. So let me just taste. I tasted this before. It actually tastes pretty good. It's kind of like fall. It's not as earthy as the beets would make this, but it's a really nice, lightly sweet blend. And yeah, I just did taste that with the egg in it, which was kind of a no-no, but I didn't get that much, and it was one egg in this whole big bowl. Not an excuse, but you really should taste it before you put the egg in. That's the rule. Then the last thing we have to do to this is I've got cooked brown rice. Now I made a nice big batch. I used the Instapot. It was super easy. This is I'm going to butcher the name. I'm wondering if Yang is on tonight. Jen May Ka, I think, is the toasted brown rice that you get in green tea. This is the brown rice that you make crispy to go into that tea. I love this rice. It comes out perfectly every single time. It's 2 cups of rice to 2 3/4 cups of water. You let it sit for 30 minutes, drain it, rinse it, put fresh water on it, cook it, and it's done in like 20 minutes. So, and I've had a hard time cooking brown rice before. But we're going to want about 2 cups in this. Let me back up so you can see. And all I'm going to be looking for, okay, that's about 1 cup. And this is about 2 cups. All I'm going to be looking for in this is that it holds together. Because I can tell with the sweet potatoes, it's not quite as dry as the beets would be. And with the goat cheese in there, you've got to just make sure you've got enough. In fact, I'm going to put just a little bit more because I think I actually had more sweet potatoes than what I would have had with beets. Yeah, because that only called for a cup of beets. I had, gosh, when I mashed it, I probably had 2 or 3 cups of sweet potatoes. But that's okay because this is going to get me set up for the week and for later on because I'm going to be able to really just prep them and then freeze them and they'll be ready. It's going to need a little bit more than that. And you can tell I'm just using my hands because I want to feel it. Feel that it's kind of pulled together, right? Oh, thanks, Rosemary. This is going to be good. Wait till you see. I've got 2 more coming after this, and they all kind of had the same problem that this kind of a key ingredient that was needed. Yeah, you can see. Look at how beautiful this is. So this is, except for that egg, this is all cooked. So it's not going to take much. You have 2 choices of cooking, and I'll tell you what I end up doing. You can either bake these, or you can pan fry them till they're crispy. What I tend to do is bake them first round, especially if I'm going to freeze them, and then I crisp them when I pull them out of the freezer and I'm ready to eat them. But they're good either way. So let me just show you. We're going to go back to. Maybe we're going to get very tired of hearing me say this, but I'm going to use these scoops. I'm going to try the big one because I think the big one's going to be a better size. But let's just see. I don't want burgers that are too. Oh yeah, look at how pretty that is. Okay, can you all see that? These are just perfect. And I can do these in a flash. And down. Awesome. They're just the right consistency. And because of that egg, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put these into the oven. So let me turn the oven on. What I would do, because I don't want the outsides really to burn, I'm going to put it in the, I'm going to turn the oven on to 350 so that it will just warm through and cook it to a point where it will hold together. So I'm going to turn the oven on. Take 350, enter, there we go. Fast preheat. All right, so when that's all ready to go, we'll put that into the oven. Hey, Facebook user, not sure who I can't see. Oh, thanks so much, Facebook user. I love that these look great. Oh, and by the way, thank you all for anyone who came Friday night. You totally made Conrad's night. He was not exactly a willing participant coming into it. But after all of your comments, he had such a fun time and he's willing to come back again. And I told him to prep his favorite meal. I know what he would make, and I think he would do a good job. I actually know he has 2 or 3 dishes that he makes all the time. He makes a lot of egg dishes that are phenomenal. Hey, Penny, I haven't seen you in a while. That's so fabulous to have you here. And then his other is fried rice, or he loves making pho. So I may just actually have him. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Do you know how little I've worn earrings or any kind of jewelry since COVID has started? It's just because my hair needs to be done so badly, but we don't want, like I said, we've been putting a protective bubble around my mom. And the 27th is when she gets her 2nd vaccination. So once we kind of get her through run the gauntlet, then we all will breathe a sigh of relief. So thank you. All right. So burger number 1, I have enough here. I could probably make, I'm going to say 24 to 30 off of this. And I'll put the boys to work later making those, but look at how pretty these are. And because this has egg, and this is the only one that has egg in it, we're going to put these in the oven to bake so that they bake all the way through. Okay. All right. But I'm going to wait till the timer goes off. Now, what I've done with this, now I've got cooked rice that I can put into a plastic bag, mark the date on it, and put it in the freezer. So the next time I want to make something with brown rice, I've got cooked rice all ready to go. So I feel very, and you'll see I've got more of that done down at the other end, but not too bad. So these were supposed to be goat cheese and beet, but they turned and parsley, but they turned into sweet potato spinach which I think is really, really quite good. And the only seasoning we put in, because it had so much flavor coming from the goat cheese, was we put a little bit of salt and pepper in, and that was it, and lemon juice. All right, so let me move you to the other end, and let's see what kind of trouble we can get in down here. All right. Oh God, I got you in the right place. Okay, so the next one is, so this one was supposed to be sweet potato, white potato, and peas, and it was supposed to be a curry dish. Now, what's really interesting is I pulled the sweet potato and put it into the beet one, which left me with a gap in this version. But when I looked at it, at the white, I went ahead and doubled up the white potatoes. I put a bunch more peas in it, and you know what these are on top? These are raisins. And what we're going to do is, I don't know if you all are familiar with Malaysian food, but there's a dish in Malaysian food called samosas. And they're kind of like empanadas for, for the Malaysian crowd. They're little pastries, and inside the pastries are mashed potatoes, green peas, raisins, and curry spice. So what we're going to do, I just kind of on the fly remade this. So we've got all that. We've got raisins, we've got green peas, we've got the potatoes already mashed. The potatoes are thin-skinned. See, I don't know if you can see, but I left the skins on. I did what I always do, which is just slice them up. I cooked them in chicken broth. So again, for my vegetarian crowd, my vegan crowd, cook them in some kind of vegetable broth. It puts flavor right into the potatoes. And then what we're going to do is I should have gotten the stove going already. Let me get a little bit of oil. We're going to put a tablespoon of oil. And we're going to bloom the spices on about half a cup of shallot. And that's it. And then mix together. All right, Nancy, talk. Oh, you know samosas. Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Like I haven't had them in years and years. My brother, I have a brother that lives in Europe. And he was married to a Malaysian woman for, I don't know, 12, 15 years, something along that line. Long time. And we learned the best dishes from her and from her mom. One of my favorites was potatoes and onions that were fried up in turmeric. Like such a simple dish, such a humble dish, but they were just so good. And the samosas, we'd sit around the table and make samosas all afternoon because she'd make the dough out and then we'd have a whole bunch of filling made and we'd just spend our time, flipping in half, crimping around, and then they'd pan fry them. And they were just absolutely wonderful. So this is going to be an ode to, to Aisha, my former sister-in-law, my brother Jeff, and I'll send him pictures. He'll be thrilled with kind of the new version of the samosas. This will be really good as a burger because the potato is what's going to hold it all together. And you could, with just leaving out the chicken broth and cooking it in some other flavoring. This is a vegan dish, a total vegan dish. I know, Rosemary, empanadas are the best, but you know what? I gave up gluten a long time ago. It doesn't agree with me. And so I haven't had any of the empanadas or the samosas or anything of that category for a very, very long time, but I miss the flavors that are in them. So, so this actually makes me super happy. All right, let me just see if that's hot enough. Not quite. We're just gonna let it go for a second. All right, then let me tell you about the next one while we wait on the heat of that. Okay, and then our last one that we're gonna pull together is a mushroom burger. Ashley, I'm sorry, I had to go mushroom. If you're gonna do vegetarian or vegan burgers, one of them has to be mushroom because, yeah, gluten-free. Gluten-free is the gluten is in bread. So any sort of bread, pastry dough, cake, pastry, donut, like cookies, just all of those have some kind of gluten in whole wheat or white flour. So when I cook, like I made those almond cookies for Ying's Friday night Lunar New Year special. that was made with almond flour. So those were totally up my alley because they were pretty reasonable. By the way, for those that tuned in Friday night, you saw me remake those cookies. The raw sugar with the almond flour was even better than the version I made the week before. And I would drop the sugar in half easily. They were good, but they were a little bit sweet. So I would go, and I'll put, if I posted that recipe, I think I did with the Lunar New Year, I would go 6 cups of almond flour, I'd go 6 egg whites, and I'd go 1 cup of sugar. And they're just fine. They're such a luscious cookie. Oh my gosh. I was so happy with the way those came out. All right, so the mushroom burger, and again, we're trying to, here, I'm going to get the onions in, get those going. And this is for burger number 2. And so what I'm going to put on burger number 2 is cumin, because that just goes really, really well with, there we go, curry. And this is my favorite mochi curry. I don't know why, I just like it. There's a whole bunch of different curries out there. So find the one that just makes you happy. And then this, my label-less spice, which is coriander lime. So I'm going to go ahead and put all of these in. I'm going to put roughly somewhere between half a tablespoon and a tablespoon of each one. I always go heavy on curry. And you can go heavy on the onions because that's going to go all into the mashed potato. So it's going to flavor everything. All right, then the coriander lime. And this stuff, a Spice Hunter. I love this one. I'll put this on anything. And then let me put, oh my gosh, it's already smelling good. And then let me put a little bit of the cumin in. There we go. And beautiful. Let that cook just a little bit, and I'm going to put these sweet potato burgers. They're going into the oven. Let me put them on for 15, and we'll check them. I'm taking a guess. Okay, and then I've got this one here. This is already smelling really, 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 really good. I've got a little of that up my nose. I've got a pan of hot water in the back. If I get a chance at the end, I may do a poached egg, because I know it's not very vegan of me, but I really like poached eggs on top of vegetarian burgers. They're kind of my favorite thing. All right, so I just took that whole mixture, put it in here. I'm just waiting on the spices. They're almost ready. I can smell them. They're in my throat. Beautiful. Okay, let's turn that off and grab a spoon. And we're going to put that right in, because there's no egg in this, so we don't have to worry about the onions and the spices being hot. It's actually better to do it hot because they'll coat everything while they're still bloomed. Oh boy. That curry is spicy. All right, let's turn this way so you can see it. I just want you to get a feel for, so you can do this a couple of ways. The beautiful thing about veggie burgers is you can do them all in your food processor and make everything smooth. Like I had, excuse me, I had the sweet potatoes done in the food processor because I just wanted everything to be smooth in it. And I wanted the spinach to kind of puree. This I thought would be, because this is actually the way the samosa would be. I wanted these kind of chunky. So you can do them any way you want. But it would be no big deal to drop these into a food processor and puree the whole thing so that you've got a nice even texture. But you can see what that looks like? Those are going to be beautiful, beautiful burgers. Let me get a scoop. And let's just see it. Fingers crossed that, yeah, see with the potatoes? Look at that. Those are going to hold together beautifully. And what we're going to do is we're going to pan fry these. So I want to smash these down to a texture of about 1/2 inch thick. You don't want them too thick because what you want them to do is fry on both sides and be warm all the way through. All right, so this is, let me just do a couple more of these. I love the raisins in these. It sounds weird. It sounds super weird, but it's so good. Look at the color of these. Like, look at how gorgeous that is. I think these are going to be my favorite. And again, I'm going to, when the boys come in for dinner, I'm going to have them sing for their own supper a little bit. I'm going to put them to work. They won't mind. They actually like these scoops almost as much as I do. But they'll be happy because these will be available. The cool thing is these make a great breakfast. They make a great lunch. They make a beautiful dinner. I'll show you a couple of different ways to plate them up. But these are seriously my favorite. Let's see. Getting to bed. Good night, Ying. Thanks for staying up. All right. Beautiful. I eat less gluten now. Yeah, Rosemary. It's really hard when you're on a weight loss journey to eat gluten. I mean, even if you're not sensitive to it, it eats up a bunch of calories, and it's hard to keep our old ways of eating bread and lose weight. It just is. Okay, so I've got 4 of these made. Let's see, we just flatten that one down just a little bit because it's a little bit thick. But these are perfect. Look at those. All right, so I've got, yeah. All right, so then the last one, let me grab my cutting board. The last one we've got here is mushroom. And again, you have an option on mushroom. You can keep the mushrooms chunky. And I've got mushrooms that have been, here, let me just tell you what I cooked in these. I started with shallots, and then I put garlic, smoked sapaprika, and a little bit of red rooster in it for a tiny bit of heat. Then I put the mushrooms in, coated the whole thing. This is all in the saute pan. Heck, let me just, yeah, I've got that turned off. And then when you're cooking mushrooms, the best thing you can do is put some liquid in there that it will absorb up, because these are like little sponges. And I put a combination of tamari and black vinegar and mirin. So it's going to have a slightly spicy Asian feel to it, but not so much that it's over the top or it has to go to an Asian side. So this, and I've done it both ways. You could take this and put it in the food processor, or the other thing you can do is just take a large knife, and that's what I'm going to do right now, and just kind of cut through it so it's a little bit smaller. And then what we're going to do is add a few more things to it. And I find a really big knife is the best and easiest way to do this, because you can just keep running your knife through. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah, you can see what I'm doing. So there's no right or wrong. You can leave this in big chunky pieces if you want, but I find it holds together if you just spend a little time with the knife. And I sometimes feel like if you do everything in the food processor, it's a little too much like baby food. So I don't mind a bit of chunk. And this is going to be bound together with lentils. And lentils that I cooked with some of the same stuff. I cooked the lentils with I do not know what I got on my hand, but let's just clear that off. I cooked the lentils with a vegetarian stock because I used all my chicken stock on the potatoes. I put a little bit of the Red Rooster spicy sauce into it. I put a little bit of tamari in it, so it has plenty of salt, and it has looks like I cut my finger. Let me stop that bleeding and make sure that doesn't get onto the mushrooms. Look at that, not paying attention, and I nicked the end of my finger. All right, so we've got mushrooms that are cut up. Here, let me do it this way. We're gonna mix it in with cooked lentils with similar flavor profile, and then we're gonna add into it, to bind it, We're going to put some hemp seed in so we get some really good protein in there. Walnuts for a little bit of crunch and a bit more protein. And almond flour as the ultimate binder. And that's the last thing you put in because you don't want to put too much in and make it dry. You don't want to put too little and make it too wet. So let me get a big bowl. Let's see. Am I out of bowls? I'm going to grab a Band-Aid, you guys. It looks like this is not going to stop bleeding. All right, so the lesson learned here is take your time. When you're using big knives, look at the knife, don't look at the screen, and make sure that you watch your fingers, okay? There we go. All right, we're all set. Okay, so what we're gonna do is mix all of that together. The mushrooms. All right, one more big bowl. So mushrooms in, you can see that. And these mushrooms taste so good. Like you can see, I thought at first that it was red from the mushrooms because I smoked paprika in there. And then I could see, I was like, oh boy, I tagged my finger. Fortunately, it really didn't hurt all that bad. Okay, so we're gonna put the walnuts in first. And the hemp seeds, okay? All right, now we're gonna add lentils in, and we're gonna put just enough to double the volume. So you have just about the same volume of lentils and mushrooms. I think just a little bit more. There we go. I'm gonna use this hand to mix. All right, beautiful. Okay, so it's a little bit wet, so we're gonna put about half of the almond flour to start and just see where we end up. Yeah, I'm gonna need more than that because this is a large bowl of a mixture. So we're gonna go ahead and this is 2 cups of almond flour. And the thing with the almond flour, you could use regular breadcrumbs, you could use cracker crumbs. Again, I try to stay away from the gluten, so I like almond flour as a binder, but it doesn't quite absorb the same way that bread does. So you have to kind of get a feel for it before you figure out how much you're going to put in. All right, so let's pick this up and let's just see. Oh yeah, look at that. That's going to be just perfect. Let me wash my hands. All right, so we'll move some stuff. We'll make some space. Let's come back over here onto this pan, and I'm going to heat up the oil. And I put about 2 tablespoons, maybe 3. I put in enough that everything gets touched by oil, but not so much that it's pooling in oil. All right, let's see if I've got one more scoop. That's a little one. All right, let's get a bigger one. And we'll wash it. So normally in my kitchen, I'll pick one recipe and I'll make, triple or quadruple it. And we'll just sit and we'll make one type of veggie burger. And we'll make a bunch of it and put it, into packages for the freezer and packages for the fridge. But we don't have to constantly be washing things as we go because it's all the same flavoring. Okay, can you all see this? Look at this. These are really, really pretty. So these are going to be flavorful and meaty. So if you were looking for something that you wanted that really kind of meaty flavor to go with it, that umami. And this would probably benefit from an egg in it, but I'm going to go ahead and do it without the egg and see how these hold together. If these don't hold together very well, I'll go back and add an egg to this. I'm going to try compacting it. Oh, there we go. That's what we need to do. Okay, let me put these back in. I don't know if you saw that. I'll do that one again and show you how to, we play with our food. Okay. So what I did was put about a cupful in it, or filled the the scoop, and then pressed it against my hand so that I really compacted it in there. There we go. And now it's staying together much better. It needs a little bit of pressure to kind of get the moisture into the almond flour and get it to hold together. Oh, these are so pretty. And I love this size. Look at that. Those are so cute. All right, and this oil is going to be ready in just a second. Let me look up and see how long did you cook the lentils? Oh, the lentils are, and I have this in there. If you guys look for the grain basics, there's the amount of liquid to grain and cooking times, but it's roughly, and they're all kind of about the same. And the cooking time, it's 3-to-1 liquid to lentils. Rinse your lentils, put it in the 3 times liquid, bring it to a boil, put the lid on, turn it to a simmer, and let it go for about 20 minutes. Okay. I know, Teresa, these are going to be so good. This is kind of cool. We're going to have, oh gosh, we're going to have probably 7 or 8 dozen veggie burgers by the time I'm done here. Okay, so this is now hot. So I'm going to take the 2 that didn't go into the oven that don't have eggs. All right, and oh yeah, I can hear that. And you don't want to overstuff the pan because it'll drop the heat of the oil. So I'm going to put 2 of these little guys in here and leave it just at that. And we're going to let those go for just a second. But not too bad, huh? I mean, if you were just making one kind and not trying to do the trio like I did, this is not too terrible. Oh, thanks, Rosemary. Yeah, 3-to-1 and 20 minutes. Yeah, so look for, remember that night we did, I don't know how many of you were on, but it was like a Saturday or Sunday night. We did grain basics, and we did quinoa, and we did lentils, and we did rice, and I think we did black beans. So I've got a guide in the back in the guides down below under lessons. So if you find grain basics, you'll find all the cooking times and recipes. Let's see. It looks like number 1 is ready to come out. Oh, let's just see these. Okay, I'm going to bring these up here and show you. Okay, so these are doing beautifully, but they're a little bit soft still. So I'm going to put them back in for maybe another 5 minutes. We'll see how it goes. All right, and then let's see. Let's see how these look. No, they're not ready yet. Not even close. Here, we're going to turn the temperature up on them. We don't want to burn them. Nope, not even ready yet. So we're just going to leave them on that side. We're just going to let them go for a bit. So the mushroom ones, I will probably bake off. And then as we want to eat them, I'll do this part because they're thick. The way that we made them and kind of pulled them together, they're going to do better small and thick. But that means we really should bake them just so that they cook through. Can I use regular flour instead of almond flour? If you wanted to use regular flour, I would go towards something like a breadcrumb. I would just take bread and make breadcrumbs, or buy breadcrumbs, cracker crumbs. I would tend to, panko flakes are really good. So if you don't mind the gluten, to me, panko flakes are the best option because they're nice and light and they get crispy. So let's see. I know. I'm actually really excited about this. Where's Conrad's cookies? Conrad's cookies have already been eaten by the boys in this house. I don't make them very often, and I was going to put some in the freezer, and they did not make it. Conrad did a COVID-safe evening. So after he cooked with us, his friend, so if anyone follows me on my personal page, and if you don't, friend me, I'm close to 5,000, so sometimes I have to turn people down temporarily. But if you want to follow me, I have 2 eagles that are living in my neighborhood. And they have a couple of eggs in their nest. And over the next 5 or 6 days, they think they're going to hatch. So and our neighborhood has this ridge that looks out right eye level with the nest. It's really cool. It's a bit far away, so it takes a pretty decent lens to take a picture of it. My iPhone doesn't take such a great picture, but I can see like the white heads of the parents that are trading off. One sits on the eggs and the other goes out and hunts. And they mostly bring fish from the Santa Ana River back to their, back to the nest. But it's really, really sweet. But why I'm telling you this is so my ridge of my neighborhood looks at the eye level of the nest. The tree that nest is in Conrad's friend's backyard. He's got a horse ranch that he lives on. And so Conrad goes down there. They have a big fire pit. They have half a dozen friends that are really, they're good kids, and they've known each other since middle school. And they sit 6 feet apart, and they sit and they talk, and it's kind of their lifeline to each other, because they all are they're really missing sort of their life pre-COVID. So I can smell this. This is actually, oh, wait, here, let me flip this and I'll show you. Oh my gosh. Look at how good this is looking. Oh my God. And the smell, you have no idea. These samosa burgers, and I'm just going to name them that now. These samosa burgers are going to be unbelievable. All right, let's flip these over. Yeah, and here, I'll show you a mushroom burger in just a second. Let me get them flipped. These are more sliders. Yeah, see, I've lost one already. Okay, but look at, this one's beautiful. Look at that. So inside the mushrooms is that tamari and the mirin and the black vinegar, and that just, the sugar's caramelized on the outside of that. This one feels much more burger-like. I would put these against Impossible Burger anytime. Anytime. Look at this. Look at that, how gorgeous that one is. If you don't like mushrooms, don't make these. That's not for you. But oh my God, that is really, really good. Here, let me rescue this one. I would still eat this. This one kind of fell apart, but that's okay. That's still, the flavor is so good. It's so good. The lentils and the mushrooms together, that combination is it's so beautiful. Oh my God, but those samosas. Oh, holy cow. Oh, okay. Let me put that there. Put that there. We're gonna turn up this and see if I can get eggs going before this show ends. Okay, I'm putting these on and not burn anything in the process. Yeah, look at that perfect burger. Look at that. That's gonna be so good. All right, it sounds like my other ones are done. Let's just see. Oh yeah, that was perfect. So I think that was 15 to start and then another 5, but look at these. So these are perfect. So what I'm gonna do with these, I'll show you. Okay, that's a little hot. Let's put a little bit of oil there. Let's get this over the heat. Okay. No, I'm going to need and we're going to just brown the outside of these guys. Just a bit. Oh. Okay. So that's there. So look, I've got 3 that are done. One that kind of fell apart. So we'll get those done better. We now know how to tighten them up. These are look at how cute those are. You could spend a little more time and make these prettier than I did. But these are perfect. Let's see. I'm lost. Gonna have to watch the movie. Sorry, Gwendolyn. Yeah. So what we did was we made 3 different veggie burgers. The first one is that I put in the pan is sweet potato, goat cheese, and spinach with some brown rice. And I baked them in the oven because they had egg in it. So now I'm just crisping them in the pan. The second and the third that I made, the second one is a samosa, which is mashed potato with peas in it and Indian spices. And then no egg, so we were able to do that all in the pan. And then the last one was mushrooms and lentils. And again, we didn't use any egg in it, so we just held it together with almond flour. And so we were able to brown that on the pan. I just have to be a little careful. Yeah, sweet potato. Yep, Gwendolyn, go back to the beginning and watch. You're going to want to see this one. These are so good. Let me just make sure I don't end up burning any of these. Oh, yeah, see, I got a little bit carried away. I should watch what I'm doing a little more carefully. That one's not lost, but it's a little more done than I like. Beautiful. And you know the trick. Get the second side done perfectly and then flip it back over and serve it with the dark side on the bottom. All right, if nobody knows that, that's the that's an old mom trick. I wouldn't even say that's a catering trick. That's just me. Let's see. Oh, I don't see any questions, but I'm a little slow. Let's see. Crumble the broken ones over salad. Of course, that is a great answer for that. All right, so the other things I have out here, while those finish cooking, I have guacamole, so and I have hummus. So what I would do with either one of these is put a little smear of it on the plate and put that on it, and then throw some greens around it. It would be so good with either one of these. With the samosas, because with curry, I tend to like chutney. So if I had any chutney, and I think I do in the freezer, I think I have some cranberry chutney, I would defrost that, put a little chutney down, put the samosas right in the middle of it, and enjoy. So that is that. Okay, so we've got another one. Yeah, see, if you take your time, these come out really pretty. If you try to rush like I am, they're more rustic, but they're definitely edible. Okay, so this, let's stack that up. Oh, okay, see, this side is perfect. It's just a little bit toasty. That's all you wanted. Let me cut into, well, here, let's get these off before I ruin all of them. Put the burn side down, and then let's cut into the sweet potato. Hang on. Let's take this off the burner. Now that needs to get to a little more of a boil, but look at the inside. So that's the sweet potato with the spinach. It's just got a little bit of chunk in there from the rice. It's got a really beautiful crisp on the outside. It's lightly sweet. Like this is a perfect breakfast burger. I'm actually probably for dinner, I'm gonna take one of these and put a poached egg on top of it. And so, so this is it. Let's see, this is just, oh, beautiful, Rachel. I'm so glad you like these. So I love all of these. I would say I can't pick a favorite. I like them all. I'm going to try them. Once I get beets, I'm going to try the beet ones again, because I think the beets with that goat cheese is spectacular. I love in these mushrooms, you can taste the walnuts. It's a really, you get that nice crunch from the walnuts. You get the savory kind of umaminess from how we cook the mushrooms, and the beautiful lentils in there, like just kind of pull the whole dish together. It's very satisfying. And then these, well, you know how I feel about the samosas. They're just good. All right, yeah, I know, right? Marta, I'm telling you, we are headed towards having a big party once COVID is kind of under control. I would absolutely love to be in a massive kitchen with all of you. All right, I've got the water going, so let's do a quick poached egg, and I will plate up one of these beautiful sweet potato burgers. All right, so what I do, the trick I do is this. I put an egg into a cup. Okay, any cup you have, coffee cup, espresso cup, glass, whatever. And then I boil water, and I put a tiny bit of any vinegar you have in the house, preferably one that's kind of light in color and doesn't have a ton of flavor, because you don't necessarily want to taste the vinegar. But the vinegar is going to help the, and I put about, I would guess 2 tablespoons in this is a small pot of water. And what the vinegar will do is help the egg kind of hold together. So I'm going to take the egg. I'm going to go right to water level, because I don't want this isn't going to go high and then kind of do a splash in. You want to just slide it right into the water. Okay, and I wish I had a camera angle that could show you over the top of that. But the egg literally just slides into the water, and then it kind of gets together. And I'll pull that out in just one moment. And you'll see it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful poached egg. And let me grab a plate. I'm gonna put a sweet potato burger right in the center of that. And then as soon as this is done, oh yeah, look at this I'm gonna let that yolk go just a little bit more. But with the, and you don't want to crowd them. I could probably do 2 in that small pot, but I wouldn't do any more than 2. But the vinegar helps it somehow. I don't know the chemistry behind it. Someone could explain that, I'm sure. But it helps the egg kind of stay together. It'll be just so pretty. And then what I do is, you can do it with a piece of bread if you're not gluten sensitive, or I just use a paper towel and I lift the egg out. And I like the yolks runny, so I don't go that long. Oops, that was hot. That was really hot. All right, so we take the water off, and then it goes over the top, and we put a little bit of salt. And I'm going to put a tiny bit, because we have it in this one. No, we have that in the other one. That's all right. I'll put it in this one. I'm going to put a tiny bit of that coriander lime right over the top of this. There we go. All right. So this is sweet potato burger with goat cheese in it. It's got a little bit of egg in it to hold it together, and some brown rice. And then we put a poached egg right over the top. Okay. This is kind of one of my favorite ways to eat. I love, love, love this style of eating. So I'm going to end the show on this and I'm going to eat it while it's still hot. Let me just scroll back up before I get too far and make sure. Let's see. Denatures the protein in the egg whites, I think. Oh, thanks, Valerie. I knew someone smarter than me would have the answer to the egg dilemma. They've been trying many different ways. Some say you want to swirl the water. Others say you want salt in the water. I tried the vinegar in the water, and it works beautifully. Now, one time, all I had in the house was apple cider vinegar, and so I put that in there. And you could definitely taste the ACV in the egg. So I try to stay in the rice vinegar, white wine vinegar, champagne vinegar, something in the light vinegar side. All right, let's raid my house. I would love that. I seriously would love that. Yep. And Facebook user, whoever you are, sorry, I don't have a name for you, but yeah, chutney with these samosas would be, mwah, it would be absolutely perfect. And as I'm thinking in my head, I think I have the leftover cranberry chutney from Thanksgiving that's still in my freezer. So I'm gonna have to go looking for that. Let's see. I've been eating less animal protein. Good for you, Marta. That to me is the smartest way to do. Sorry, my shirt's having a hard time kind of staying in the right place tonight. That's the smartest way to do anything. I say spread the risk until we know for sure, what we should be eating. The other thing is, if you're going to eat animal protein, and I'm kind of making some inroads now to some of the best cattle ranches in the U.S. and some of the best chicken farms in the U.S. And I'm hoping to bring interviews with some of them so we can figure out if we're going to eat some animal protein. And I don't push an agenda either way. I just say, if you're going to do it, you want to do it with knowledge. But we want to bring some people on to give us an education of where best to get the meat, what we should be looking for, and if we are going to eat it, how do we serve our body the best? So let's just see. I'm just scrolling back up just to see if I missed any, but I'll go back in and answer after that. Let's see. Yeah. All right. And then know that anytime you make a burger, if eggs are on your diet and they aren't holding together the way you want, throw an egg in. Doesn't hurt. Does not hurt a thing. It just means that you probably should cook in the oven before you go to pan sauteing, because you want to make sure that egg gets cooked through. Okay. All right. That's it. Here, let me do the big whoa at the end. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Thanks for joining us as always. I love you all, and I'm so appreciative that you come back and watch me cook. And I enjoy every minute I spend with you guys. So have a great night, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow night. I'll see you with Kim and Lisa doing Choose Love. And I'm going to start doing salad tips on Monday night at the end. So it won't be a long session, but I'll start giving ways that we can, we can take our dull salads into something a little more interesting. Wednesday, I have Nicole Wilshire from Strip Down, Rise Up. And then Thursday, we'll be back cooking again, and we're going to do fajitas this time. So I'm looking forward to it. Mwah! Love you all. Have a great night.